Hey there, friends! Welcome back to another episode. I was at the grocery store last week, and I overheard something that really stuck with me. A woman was picking up this gorgeous, glossy purple eggplant, and her friend said, "Oh, put that back. I heard nightshade vegetables like eggplant cause inflammation. They're bad for you." And I thought, oh no, not this myth again. Here's the thing. Eggplants have gotten a bad rap in some wellness circles, lumped in with this idea that nightshade vegetables are somehow inflammatory villains. But what if I told you that eggplant is actually one of the most anti-inflammatory, heart-healthy, gut-supporting vegetables you can eat? And that the very compounds that give it that stunning purple color are fighting disease in your body right now? Yeah, we need to talk about eggplant. But before we dive in, I just want to say a huge thank you to each and every one of you listening right now. Whether you're a longtime subscriber, someone who shares these episodes with friends, or you're brand new here, your support means the world to me. It's because of you that we can keep busting nutrition myths and sharing evidence-based information that actually helps. So truly, from the bottom of my heart, thank you for being here. Today, we're going to uncover the surprising health benefits of this misunderstood vegetable, talk about what the science really says, and I'm going to give you some super simple ways to start adding more eggplant to your meals this week. Sound good? Let's get into it.
All right, let's start with the basics. What exactly makes eggplant so special? First off, eggplant is incredibly nutrient-dense while being extremely low in calories. We're talking just 35 calories per cup of cooked eggplant. But in that cup, you're getting 2.5 grams of fiber, essential vitamins and minerals, and a powerful dose of antioxidants. Now, let me break down why each of these matters. Fiber, your gut's best friend. That 2.5 grams of fiber might not sound like much, but it's almost 3 grams of dietary fiber for just 35 calories. That's a pretty incredible ratio. And here's what that fiber is doing for you. It's supporting your gut health, helping you feel fuller longer, and here's the kicker, it's actually binding to cholesterol in your body and helping you eliminate it. Yes, you heard that right. The fiber in eggplant can help lower your cholesterol levels, which is huge for heart health. It's like having a tiny cleanup crew working in your digestive system. Antioxidants, the purple power. Now, here's where eggplant really shines. That deep, gorgeous purple skin isn't just pretty to look at, it's packed with polyphenols, specifically a type called anthocyanins. These are the same compounds you find in blueberries and blackberries. And anthocyanins are absolute powerhouses. They fight free radical damage in your body, which means they have serious anti-inflammatory benefits. We're not talking about the acute inflammation you get when you sprain your ankle. That's your body healing itself. We're talking about chronic inflammation, the kind that sticks around for months or years and is linked to heart disease, cancer, dementia, and Alzheimer's. When you eat foods rich in antioxidants like eggplant, you're actively lowering that chronic inflammation and reducing your risk of these diseases over time. So let me be crystal clear. Despite what you might have heard, eggplant doesn't cause inflammation. It fights it. Essential minerals. Eggplant also delivers some important vitamins and minerals, including potassium, folate, and manganese. The manganese is particularly interesting. It helps your body metabolize glucose, carbohydrates, cholesterol, and amino acids. It also plays a role in blood clotting and wound healing. The cool thing about manganese is that it's a trace mineral, meaning we only need small amounts of it, and eggplant is an excellent source. The skin is where it's at. Here's a pro tip. Don't peel your eggplant. I know the skin can be a little tough, but it's where most of the fiber and antioxidants live. When you cook eggplant properly, that skin softens up beautifully and becomes totally delicious.
Now, I want to share what registered dietitian Shelley Wegman from UNC Rex Nutrition Services has to say about this. She actually named eggplant one of the healthiest summer vegetables you can eat, and here's why. Eggplant has a lot of polyphenols, one of which is anthocyanin, which gives it that deep purple blue color.
And fellow dietitian Natalie Rizzo backs this up, explaining that anthocyanins have major benefits for heart health and can help combat free radical damage. She emphasizes that eating foods rich in antioxidants lowers inflammation and lowers the risk of chronic diseases over time. This isn't just wellness blogger speculation. This is what registered dietitians and nutrition scientists are telling us based on actual research. The evidence is clear. Eggplant is a nutritional powerhouse that deserves a regular spot on your plate.
Okay, so now you're probably thinking, this all sounds great, but I have no idea what to do with an eggplant. I've got you covered. Eggplant is actually one of the most versatile vegetables out there. It has this unique, spongy texture that absorbs flavors beautifully, and it can take on so many different roles in your cooking. Here are 3 simple, practical ways to start using eggplant this week. Tip number 1. Make a dip. One of the easiest and most delicious ways to use eggplant is to make baba ganoush. Seriously, it's so simple. You roast a whole eggplant until the skin is charred and the inside is super soft. Then you scoop out the flesh, blend it with tahini, lemon juice, garlic, and a little olive oil, and boom! You've got an incredible dip that's loaded with fiber and antioxidants. Serve it with veggies or whole grain pita, and you've got a nutrient-packed snack or appetizer. Tip number 2, use it as a meat substitute. Eggplant has this meaty texture that makes it work really well as a plant-based option in certain dishes. Think eggplant parmesan instead of chicken parmesan, or eggplant meatballs. Now, eggplant isn't going to give you the same protein as beef or chicken, so it's not a perfect nutritional swap, but it's a fun and delicious way to eat more vegetables while still getting that satisfying, hearty texture. Tip number 3, add it to your favorite dishes. Eggplant plays well with others. You can dice it up and add it to pasta sauces, stir fries, curries, or grain bowls. It soaks up whatever flavors you're cooking with, whether that's garlic and tomatoes, soy sauce and ginger, or curry spices. Just slice it, season it, and sauté or roast it until it's tender. That's it. And remember, keep that skin on. It might look a little intimidating, but once it's cooked, it's totally edible, and that's where most of the nutrition is hiding.
All right, my friend, here's what I want you to do this week. I want you to try eggplant. Just once, that's it. Pick up 1 eggplant at the grocery store. If you're not sure which one to choose, look for one that's firm, glossy, and feels heavy for its size. That means it's fresh. Then choose one of those 3 tips I just shared. Make a simple baba ganoush. Slice it and add it to your stir fry, or go all out and make eggplant parmesan for dinner this weekend. The goal isn't perfection. The goal is progress. It's about adding more nutrient-dense, anti-inflammatory foods to your diet in a way that feels doable and, honestly, delicious. And here's the beautiful thing. Every time you eat eggplant, you're flooding your body with fiber that supports your gut and heart health and antioxidants that fight inflammation and disease. That's powerful. That's you taking control of your health, 1 meal at a time. You've got this. I believe in you. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you enjoyed this episode, I'd love it if you could share it with a friend who might benefit from learning about the amazing benefits of eggplant. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button so you never miss an episode. Next week, we're diving into another nutrition topic that I think you're going to love, so make sure you're tuned in. Until then, eat well, be kind to yourself, and remember, small changes lead to big results. I'll see you next time. Quick disclaimer before you go. The information shared in this podcast is for educational purposes only and is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease or health condition. This content is not a substitute for professional medical advice, diagnosis, or treatment. Always consult with your physician, registered dietitian, or qualified healthcare provider before making any changes to your diet, especially if you have existing health conditions, are taking medications, or have specific dietary concerns. Individual nutritional needs vary, and what works for one person may not be appropriate for another.